A San Diego pilot just completed a record-setting flight that took him from the South Pole to the North Pole. In a story that's positively San Diego, ABC 10 News reporter Steve Smith shows us how the pandemic altered his adventure made in the name of peace.
Robert Delaurentis is known as the Peace Pilot, and his flight from the South Pole to the North Pole had one major objective.
The mission of the flight is world peace, and we're connecting the South Pole and the North Pole, the two places on the planet where peace has always existed, and hoping to connect everybody in between.
And Robert knew going in, this adventure carried with it a ton of risk.
In fact, when I left Ushuaia for the South Pole, I had packed up all my personal belongings in the hotel room with my address. I assessed my chances of coming back at about 50%.
And over the course of 26,000 miles, he did encounter several issues.
Some of the problems that we had on the flight included bursting fuel tanks. I was out without GPS, autopilot, and attitude, heading, and reference systems for over 5 hours.
Then, of course, came the pandemic, which forced him to quarantine along the way, eventually extending his trip from 5 months to 9 months.
For every challenge, there was an opportunity, and the pandemic created that for us, because I had about a month and a half just to reflect on what was happening, to really work on my inner process.
Robert says the 22-country, 6-continent flight was all about being a citizen of the world. And through his collection of interviews, blogging, and observations, he learned there are more similarities than differences amongst people.
Those basics that everybody shared with us was the desire for love, family, security, safety. You know, we get back to that fundamental state for human beings.
In El Cajon, Steve Smith, ABC 10 News.
Robert became the first pilot to polar circumnavigate the planet in a twin-engine turboprop, and his experience was recorded for an upcoming documentary, Peace Pilot to the Ends of the Earth and Beyond.